Hello, and welcome back to the Die by the Sword podcast. We've got some exciting news to share with you this week. We have officially launched the official Patreon page of the Die by the Sword Network. That's right, network. We plan to bring in more new content, including new shows. We even have one already in the works. I won't give away too many details on that one, but I can tell you that it is another Pathfinder First Edition adventure path with me, Gary, as the GM, and John, Phillip, Keith, and the other Gary rounding out the cast. More details to come as we get closer to the release date. We also have the goal to upgrade our equipment to provide you with even higher quality sound. So if you want to support us and help us with our efforts, be sure to subscribe to that Patreon page at patreon.com/diebythesword. Subscription tiers start as low as $2 a month, and each tier up comes with exciting perks. Now, as always, we do want to thank Midnight Syndicate for the amazing music they provide. Check out more of their stuff at www.midnightsyndicate.com. And we also want to thank Sword Coast Soundscapes for those ambient sounds. Find his stuff at youtube.com/Sword Coast Soundscapes. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit. And don't forget to check out our website as well at www.diebytheswordpodcast.com. All right, let's get this episode rolling. Here's episode 121.
I was going to ask who all, besides me and Phillip, I know already, have plans to go see Doctor Strange coming up.
Ooh.
I don't have.
Oh yeah,
I don't have plans, but I will.
But I'm
see
going
it.
to. Yes. Yeah.
Got my. Gary's got my ticket. Thank you. I will cash app you later. But yes, no, I'm very excited. There's no reviews of it yet. I keep looking for.
No,
reviews,
I know.
But the premiere. We're recording this. The premiere is right now. So.
I'm just going to trust in Sam Raimi.
Is he that trustworthy?
I mean, he made my favorite Spider-Man movie. So, and you know, I'm a big Evil Dead fan.
He is a good director. I enjoy his movies.
But he likes to put a camp twist on it. I'm wondering if Doctor Strange needs a camp twist.
I feel like it could handle it. Being that it's, you know, multiverse type stuff, and
he wears a cape. He can deal with a camp twist.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, he didn't choose to wear the cape. The cape chose to wear him.
Exactly.
He didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
And that's camp.
True, but I mean, I don't know. It Lovecraft is Lovecraftian horror campy. I guess it's a giant Cthulhu monster come eat you.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's the old gods. What do you expect?
Right?
They're not
The
like
old gods makes it sound like they're just. I mean, and I guess it's true. They're just out of fashion. Those gods are so. Those are so last apocalypse.
It's like, oh, way to go, Boomer.
Would that make it a Cthulhu?
Yes.
Yes, he's definitely a consumer. And now for consumer reports. Oh no, I got a problem.
That's the word I heard too. Consumer. He'll consume your soul.
You said a soul?
So it's Mike Tyson?
Yes. He will punch you right in the face on an airplane. Oh, what did he do? He slapped somebody, right?
And that guy deserved it. I mean, he was trying to harass Mike, and Mike should have slapped him.
And he gave him a warning.
Oh yeah. But I do think that the guy who was filming it was definitely egging it on, trying to get a video of
You got it.
Yeah. The things people will do for their 15 seconds of fame. I say
I'm
six.
wondering how many more people are going to get slapped this year. Just
Man.
good slap across the face.
At least a few more.
At least like 3.
Yes,
But
probably.
I was talking more like celebrity slap you in public kind of things.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think Johnny Depp's doing that.
I'm like, yeah, that whole thing is wild. And then the turd thing came out, and
Oh God, yes.
I nearly lost my mind.
Have you seen the meme about the IKEA?
Hold on. Are you talking about Amber Turd?
Amber
Yes.
turd. Yeah.
Amber Turd. And she's waiting in an IKEA going,
Man.
Do you guys feel like something's missing though from the conversation?
Yeah, somebody's really quiet.
We're talking
Really
pop
quiet.
culture stuff, so no.
That's good. That's a damn fine point.
That was a great burn, and he will never hear it.
I know.
We're in trouble.
So yes, listeners, you may have noticed that there is one voice missing, but that's usually missing during pop culture talk. But he is not here to defend himself. Keith is not with us this week.
Work trip.
Went to
It's
go
not
see Pharasma, right?
anything.
Yeah, stupid
yeah.
work trips.
He's on a work trip somewhere where the temperature is quite nice, so I'm like envious right now.
But he will be
Yeah, but when
returning
this-
after his work trip.
When this airs, though, it's not going to be quite nice anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Not.
Because he's in the Pacific Northwest somewhere, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's searching for Bigfoot.
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've never seen Keith and Bigfoot in the same place at the same time.
Oh, we gonna
I
get
know.
the pictures.
Are you making that insinuation because his beard was,
Because
so long once?
Yes.
It's new Bigfoot pictures.
So he's Bigfooting it up in the Pacific Northwest.
No,
Yes.
then that means that John Lithgow's going to slap him.
Yeah.
There
Well,
we go.
there's
with
another
slaps
one
thing.
for the slaps.
That would also go over Keith's head.
Yes.
He'd be like, "What are you guys talking about?"
The classic American cinema, Harry and the Hendersons.
I saw that in the theater, I believe, and yeah, it was great.
VHS on
Keith.
repeat.
Keith, let us know if you listen to this one and you've seen that movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, even though he is not here, we're still recording this week. And we'll just see how it happens to work without him here.
Can we do this? Can whenever it's his turn, can we text him to roll?
Just like, oh yeah, for Keith, it's just like this horrible choose your own adventure that he's just like, these guys will not stop bugging me. I'm trying to be at this work dinner.
You've been to those. Either A, you welcome that text to break up this work dinner, or B, you don't get it because of the open bar.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I feel like Keith would not get it because of the open bar.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
But he's also not super social, so
Well, that's what the
He
open
may
bar is for.
he may be enjoying the open bar and then still being on his phone.
So you're saying we
Doing
should text him
initiative
and see what he wants to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick, Keith, give me an initiative roll.
Right? Roll your Constitution save.
I wonder if that would ever work. Like if one of us was out and we had another thing to do, we would play via text.
It
And then we
could work,
just-
but it would be annoying for the people that are not out because you'd have to wait for the response back for so
Yeah.
long.
Because
True.
sometimes there'd be a delay. They may get it and respond immediately, but there could still be a delay of how long it takes to get to them.
Yeah, and you're still like having to type out like, okay, I would say this and roll this. And
Oh
do
no.
this.
No. You don't say the say part. You just roll just the rolls, and then you ADR your entire bit.
That would be hell to
Edit.
edit and put together. Not worth it.
No, see, you have to edit it, and then you just interject. You have a microphone with you.
And then I said,
See, it worked when I think it was episode 13 where Richard was or Roderick was in the haunt, and he basically dropped dead in front of everybody else. So there was two different things happening at the same time because you guys were fighting the haunt, and then he was in this haunt world himself, trying to make will saves.
Okay.
Trying to explain it is hard, but it was really cool at the time when it happened. And we recorded everything with you guys first. I took notes of all the effects that you guys had on the haunt, and then I recorded with Richard separately, and I layered it in, going back and forth.
But that does take editing and time.
Yes, but it was cool.
It
Still
was
one of my favorite episodes to go back and listen to. But for this week, we are just going with the four of us here.
and Plug.
And Plug.
And Plug.
Plug is here
Plug's
too.
here.
Plug is here. And of course, so is Pablo.
He's asleep though.
I think you technically still have the old guy, Horace Kroon, with you at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because we're still at the boat.
We got his cart with us that we walked into town with.
So you guys have made it into town. So just for refresher with us, who does remember what happened last session? Because I feel like it's been a month since we recorded.
We've had a water battle.
Yes, we took a ship.
We saved some old
Yes,
guy.
we did. We took a giant ship.
A big old watery ship.
No, but we were able to do that water battle. We saved his crew, right?
No, they
Yeah,
jumped
the rocks.
overboard. Well, we don't know what happened to them.
They abandoned ship at some point.
Yeah.
He was
But-
alone when we found him.
We've got his submarine fish things on a cart, and we headed into Illmarsh.
Oh, that's right, the submarine fish thing.
Yeah. And then there's like some sort of serpentine creature in the bay as we're walking into town.
Yep. So, as you guys have made your way into Illmarsh with Horace Kroon, the cart, and everything, you noticed, you had the bay out to the west side of town with the docks out here. You guys are coming in from the south, making your way up. Just orientation of the map. And it was Plug, Xo'bere, and Genny who all noticed the creature out in the water. What do y'all do?
Is there a check that we can do on it? So what we saw, is it causing a commotion, or it was just going through the water and we happened to see it?
It appears that you're the only ones who saw it.
I think Xo'bere at least is going to ask Horace. It's like, "Oh my! Did you see that? Did you see that thing?
See what?
There was some sort of serpent-like creature in the water there."
It was a big old fish. How can you not see it?
Big fish.
I don't know if it was
Oh.
a fish or not, but it was something.
Yes, it was right in the water.
Oh, you mean, was it kind of tentacly?
Looked like a
I-
snake.
Yeah, I don't think I got a great look at it, but it was. I mean, it could have been. It was.
Serpentine tentacle, something long and skinny.
Definitely long and skinny, I think, yeah.
Well, if that's what it is, then we around here have started calling that the Watcher in the Bay.
Is it
Sorry.
dangerous?
Also known as Bessie.
Yes. We call her Marsha.
There you go.
Marsha.
Marsha. She is
Just comes up to the surface every once in a while and says, "Sure, Jan," and then goes back underwater.
Yeah. She is our local sea monster.
Is he dangerous?
We don't know for sure.
Well, how do you? I mean, did you do a head count? Is everybody here?
A boat count, even?
Well, I haven't seen my men yet from the boat. For all I know, they've been eaten.
Ooh.
Or just drowned. We can't jump to too many conclusions.
That's fair, too. I don't know how they swim.
They were a snack.
At least one of them was.
I mean, one was kind of attractive. I don't know.
2C snack.
Well, I am going to head off to my cottage. Welcome to join, or feel free to explore the town. Wait a second. Wasn't there one more of you?
What do you mean?
Where's
1, 2.
Where's Kabal?
Yes. Where is the tiefling?
He was just heading. He was right there.
He was behind
I got
us.
distracted with the sea creature.
Odd. Well, I am off to my cottage. Have fun.
Sorry about your dead friend. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. This is weird.
He does not seem concerned about missing Kabal or the sea creature.
He's very eccentric.
Clearly.
So yes, you turn around and see that Cabal is nowhere to be found.
I'm looking through my spells to see if I have anything, but I can't scry for Keith or scry for Cabal.
You know, practice Kabbalah.
I mean, no, I do not worship the Kabbalah monster. So,
If I do a perception roll, will I find him?
yeah,
You can attempt it.
I'll use Plug's roll. 21.
21 for Plug. Okay.
well,
With the 21, Plug can kind of see in the area of where he was kind of standing near the cart. It looks like signs of a struggle,
Uh-oh.
but then the tracks disappear.
you said the tracks disappear, but can I do a survival check to see if I don't see anything else?
Yes.
24.
24. The bit of tracks that you do see start to lead further into town, and then they just start mixing with all the other footprints and everything, and so that it's hard to tell. You lose track of halfway.
He didn't have like an imprint on the bottom of the shoe that was unique. He wasn't rocking Air
No.
Force Ones or anything like that.
No. No specialty shoes.
We got to find him.
Yes. Something weird has happened.
Something weird has happened.
Yeah.
Someone's took him.
Should we? Yeah, we have a direction to go, but after that, it gets very muddled.
I cannot find him.
Maybe,
can I?
I mean, tiefling can't be that common here, so maybe somebody saw him. We should maybe ask around.
Good idea.
So yeah, let's go. Try to chat with some people, I guess.
So I can only summon reptiles.
Mhm.
Does anybody
Summon Cabal?
know of a reptile that's good at smelling?
No.
Komodo dragon.
I mean, I've got giant
they?
lizard. It doesn't specify, but I've got giant lizard.
Here, lizard.
But
Not
yeah,
sure
that's the
that
only thing
lizards
I can
have
think of.
great
Is
sense.
does Pablo track?
He would be a tracking lizard.
Did he have any snacks in his pocket?
He might
mean,
have
you know
had some
Kabal.
rations on him. I don't know.
He was
I
always
don't-
snacking on something. No, I don't know.
Yeah, no, he is not a tracker. Wait, no, he does have scent. So Pablo has scent. So this special quality allows a creature to detect approaching enemies, sniff out hidden foes, and track by sense of smell. Creatures with this scent ability can identify familiar odors, just as humans do familiar sights.
Okay.
So do we have anything of his in the bag of holding or something?
I don't know. Do you?
I mean, he knows what Cabal smell like. I mean, he rode with them for forever.
I mean, go up to one of your dogs and say, "Go find Mariah." Are they going to do it?
Yeah, but they're not trained.
True.
They know what she smells like, though.
Okay,
Let's see if
but
we can find.
this part: overpowering scents such as skunk musk or troglodyte stench.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no,
I'm not exactly
he
sure
doesn't
what-
smell like any of those,
Tiefling
right?
Are you
Tiefling
trying to-
smoke.
You trying to see if tieflings smell like troglodytes?
Tiefling taint.
What does tiefling taint smell like?
I don't know that I want to know.
Keith, we need to know.
You know the smell of like when you just blow out a candle, that kerosene smell.
It's not that sulfuric rotten egg smell.
No, that's tiefling soul. That's totally different than tiefling taint.
No.
When you talk about soul, you talking about their feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that tiefling soul or tiefling whole?
Oh my!
You taint gone too far.
That'll get edited out.
It should.
I don't know.
Depends on who's editing.
Yeah.
I think this one's Phillip's edit.
I think so.
He may be. I've had a problem lately with my mouth.
But Pablo can smell smoke. Strong scents such as smoke or rotting garbage can be detected at twice the range as noted above. Yeah, 30 feet upwind, 60 feet downwind. Would he be out of that range by now?
Yes. So I would say that you guys are kind of near the, like on the map where it says D8 down here at the south of the map. I'd say you're kind of near that. And the trail kind of goes up this way, kind of forks between left and right, and kind of goes to the right toward the center of town.
Okay, so, I mean, I'm not going to use Pablo, but without something, I can say, here, smell this, find this. It's really hard to... I think it would be hard to convey to the animal. Go find the guy that's missing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you could probably have them like investigate the area of the scuffle, and kind of go from there. But again,
Okay.
these guys have covered their tracks really well, so he loses.
Can it be a
the scent.
cartoony bloodhound kind of thing, where it's just his nose just up and down all over the trail,
I kind of
and then he does that point. He does
Yep.
the boom, you know.
the point, but it's pointing
His
in the
big
wrong
old
direction.
feet.
And all three of his horns pointing in that direction.
Yep. If it's cartoony, one points one direction of the fork, one points the other direction of the fork.
Or, I know, since this is a workshop, or his little two horns on the top of his head cross like divining rods.
Yeah. So yeah, so you guys can make your way into the town to try to follow the trail. We have here on the maps here a map of the town of Illmarsh. So you've got some destinations marked here. The place that you are next to at D8 is it is the Gifts of the Swamp gift shop.
Ooh, a gift shop. Let's go in.
Sounds lovely.
I collect spoons.
Do you want swamp spoons?
Not the way you're selling them, no. I mean, swamps. I don't know what that is. That plunger talk for this? I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I'm trying to figure out what one is. But it's Gifts of the Swamp, so I'm assuming it's a swamp spoon.
Also, would you want any gifts from the swamp?
Well, it depends. I mean,
Like-
crawdads come from there.
Oh, that's true.
Could get like gator tea.
A bunch of just those poor little gator heads that they sell.
Mhm.
And then they dress them up and, like, they put hats on them.
Get one of those little grabber things that's the gator mouth that you
Yes.
grab people with.
I used to beg every time Six Flags or wherever sold them to get one.
Did you ever get one?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you have a collection of them?
I wish.
If,
They always
if you
break the
lost
little
your
rubber band.
arms, could you?
Ooh. 100%. One, but they'd be two different things. Though. One would be like the gator, and the other would be like
Tyrannosaurus.
I don't know what the other one would be. Like a robot. Yeah, yeah.
I had one that was a T-Rex.
I always they were really neat. Not to disparage your little T-Rex arms, but it was. I couldn't think of anything else to do except for bite my brother with it.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
pretty much what
That was-
brothers do.
What else do you do with them?
Yeah, pretty much the best thing to do.
exactly.
I didn't have a sibling that was around my age to torment with it, but
But they don't have to be around your age. I have one that's 7 years older than me that I probably would have bitten with it.
Took it away from you and just beat you with it.
Exactly. Were you there?
so yeah. So do you go into the gift shop of the swamp, or do you keep moving on?
Or do we find our friend?
Well,
Assume
let's
it's-
ask him if
I need a
if
bottle
tiefling-
opener, so let's go into the shop.
Souvenirs
Yeah.
for your trip to Illmarsh.
I'm gonna come out with the Marsha, like a Marsha doll, Marsha
Yeah.
plushie.
Marsha.
All right, so you go inside the store, and it appears to be more like an apothecary or an alchemical supply store.
So if we needed like fire, alchemical fire, or what other alchemical things would we need? Do they have holy water?
I don't know if that usually falls under alchemical or not. If it's on the alchemical chart, then they would.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because basically, she's got everything that falls on that alchemical items list. She's got
Gotcha.
it here.
Okay.
You walk in, and you do see the owner of the store in here as well. She's a tall half-elf. And she sees you. She's the first person in this town that's actually smiled at you. And she's, oh, hello. Ah, it's rare to see other outsiders here. Where do you hail from?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes, well, any of you.
I'm from Last Wall.
Last Wall. Okay.
Ah, yes, we're all kind of from all over. I'm from Absalom, but we're actually looking for somebody. Maybe you could help us.
Sure. I haven't seen very many people in the store today. What can I help you with?
So we're looking for this person, and then Genny pulls out a scroll, and it's a charcoal drawing of Kabal, and he's asleep.
Creepy.
But not like peacefully sleeping, like, you know, drool.
Draw me like your. It's like
You know,
draw me like your French tiefling.
All splayed out onto the bedroll.
yeah, no, the most unflattering sleeping picture you can think of.
It's got morning tiefling wood.
Oh no! So he's a Triceratops? Is that what you're saying?
No, he's a Tricerabottom.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, she looks at the drawing. I don't believe that I have seen your friend here. But I'm not surprised that they're missing.
What do you mean?
People around town have been disappearing a lot.
Uh-oh.
Like, forever?
Well, for a while.
For a while? So wait, they come back?
No. How do I put this? There's something weird that happens in this town. Have they... I don't know how much to tell you.
You could tell me everything.
We wouldn't mind hearing it all, I'll be honest.
Give me a diplomacy check to see how she feels.
Okay.
Ooh, you're gonna get diplomacy all over.
Xo'bere got a 20.
20?
Ooh.
I got a 26.
26. Okay.
Diego got Plug got a 14. And Diego would be probably worse.
You don't know till
Yes.
you roll.
Diego got a 2.
Wow.
Diego actually diarrhea's a little.
He says the wrong thing and pisses her off. Okay, so for one, this town doesn't get a lot of outsiders. It's mostly locals that stay here. We haven't had anybody new in town that I know of since there was a gentleman that came through a couple months ago. I think his name's Lucas. I know he was staying at the inn. He mostly keeps to himself. But on top of that, it's... So the people here pay homage to a group that they call the Neighbors.
The neighbors. Okay.
From what I understand, is the Neighbors are there's a small town just down the bay that I believe the Neighbors reside in. And I don't understand how it works, but for some reason people disappear and end up there.
But are they okay? You said they end up there. Are they... Is it a bed and breakfast, or is it like a slave camp? What do you mean they end up there?
The ones that end up there, I don't think your friend went there. I don't know where they went, though. It's usually babies.
Babies? Hijo. They're stealing babies?
Yes. Primarily daughters.
Well, I'm sure they don't have Kabal.
So Diego's like, yeah, fuck it. What next?
So, again, I don't know what happened to your friend, but people have been disappearing. And the babies, that's a more common thing. But more adults have been missing lately. I don't think it's part of the Neighbors, but I don't know what is causing it.
How far away is this Neighbors area?
All I know is it's down the bay. I've never been, and I can't get a clear answer out of people. I'm not from here originally, and
Where are you from?
I am from the River Kingdoms, and I came here to look for rare herbs in the sodden timbers, and open up my apothecary shop while I was doing my research to make some money.
What are you researching?
Well, I study the alchemical arts, and
Oh,
like making
you're
new
one
concoctions.
¿Cómo se dice? What is that class called?
Alchemist.
Ah, there you go. Well, I'm done. So you're an alchemist?
Yes.
Well, you gotta find our friend, but kidnapped babies.
It's a bad
Xo'bere, write
thing.
that down, because we're gonna revisit.
Well, also, does the name Whispering Way mean anything to you?
No, that's not a name that I know.
Has there been any riders that have come through town?
I haven't seen any. I'm not saying that they haven't.
So you pretty much stay in your store.
Yeah, I keep to myself here.
Is there someone in town we should talk to that might know more about these missing people?
Within the town, you could always ask people at the inn. They'd see more people coming and going if your rider came to town. You could always speak to the mayor. You could go see the... you could go to the hall of the Recondite Order. That's the
Wait,
local,
what's that? The Recondite Order.
That is our local chapel that we have here.
Is it like the Lions Club?
Going to the chapel.
Is it the Koanas?
Gonna get married. No, it's all right.
I don't really know why they call it the Recondite Order. It's not... I don't follow their same path. So
But they do
believe-
have pancake breakfast, right?
I don't know that they do pancake breakfast. They might do waffle breakfasts.
Okay.
Oh, waffles
We're
instead
good.
of pancakes. Somebody thinks
We're
they're
good
more
with
than-
any fried bread.
But fair warning,
Ooh,
because
fried bread, greasy fried bread.
fair warning, because you are in a fishing village, everything will have fish in it. So it would be fish waffles.
Oh no, fish waffles. That sounds like a curse in a cartoon. Oh, fish waffles.
Fish waffles.
Kind of does.
Well, I don't know about
Or
that.
something very, very terrible that you could Google, like
I
a
did-
blue waffle.
like a blue
Nope.
waffle. Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
Nope.
And do not.
No.
You're not
do
listeners.
not.
Ever, ever, ever.
Wait, is there really such a thing?
Listeners don't do it, but John, you totally should.
Googling now.
You just hear screaming.
God.
I guess we need to go on to the next thing. Also, could you imagine just walking into town? Oh, you should just go talk to the mayor.
Right? Mayor seems pretty easily accessible.
It's a small town. It's easy to do.
I mean, this is the town, the map that you see. There's not
Right.
much more to it than that. So she will give you. She has like the city tour map, and it basically
Can it be on
looks like
segways?
Mm,
Just us in a Segway tour with our little helmets on.
Cue the montage.
right. It basically has all of these points of interest marked on the map. So you have this map in front of you. And then E here on the map is the Hall of the Recondite Order.
Gotcha. Kiwanis Club is there. I think we should go to the inn. I mean, that's the heart of the city, really, isn't it?
Seems
I
a
think you're
good place to get information.
So as we go through, walking through the town, I know that we don't see any more traces of Kabal, but do we see anything that's out of place, that would be out of place in a fishing village?
Not necessarily. The town isn't. It's obviously not a rich town by any means, so it's kind of like missing shingles on roofs, and boards are warped on some of the buildings. It's got that fishy smell all throughout the town. But other than that, you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. As you are making your way toward the inn, you do pass by the Hall of the Recondite Order, and you do see a unique religious symbol on there.
Can I do a religion check on it?
You can.
$15.
15. The 15, you're not quite able to identify what this one is.
It was a great check, Kabal.
I was just thinking that too. I was like, damn.
So yeah, I stare at it for just a minute, but nothing is ringing a bell, even though I'm trying my hardest to place it. Does anybody else want to do a religion check that's a monk?
I'll give it a shot. 18.
18.
It's a little better.
You recognize part of the symbol, but it's not the symbol that you're used to seeing. You do see it's got like a big leaf with water droplets on it, but there's something else added to it. So it's a adapted symbol, but it's the adapted symbol of Gozra.
Gozra.
What about Zool?
I was gonna say, wasn't that the one that made the Marshmallow Man?
Like Gozer.
That was Gozer, yes.
Yeah.
There is no Gozra.
There's only a Zool.
But with the general knowledge of Gozra that you have, or could be Gozre, I don't know how they pronounce it. Gozreh. Gozra is a dualistic god of nature. They are the god of the storm and sky and the goddess of wind and wrath.
We got a non-binary god.
Correct.
So what do you do with that information?
I don't know enough about it in order to make any kind of informed decision. I would think we should probably continue on to the end.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So
maybe we can
let's-
ask about it there.
So you get to the inn. You see a 2-story structure. Once again, warped boards, missing shingles. The sign above the door depicts a fisherman hauling in a net full of fish and a very curvaceous mermaid with a knowing smile on her lips.
Oh, it's a Starbucks.
Right.
You got that split tail.
Yeah.
Release the Kraken!
Cochino.
You go inside to the inn, and it's kind of quiet inside. There's one lone gentleman behind the counter. Looks like he's reading a book. He looks up over his glasses as you walk in, and goes back down to his book.
What are you reading?
He looks up, lifts the book up, and goes back to reading.
Yeah, I can't read. What did it say? I don't know.
There's no title on it.
So you're reading nothing? Is it your diary?
Diary of a Mad Kraken.
You know, I was just trying to be friendly, and then you had to disrespect all of us like that. Why?
Excuse me, sir. We were wondering if you've seen a friend of ours, a tiefling, come by here.
No.
Can I get a drink?
Taverns across the street.
Oh, I thought this was a tavern. It's so lively and happening. What about a room? Can I get a room?
I suppose. 3 gold pieces for the room.
A night?
Yup.
So this is the nicest place in town, then?
It's the only place in town.
That's what I thought. Looks like it.
Have you heard of Airbnb?
You know, I think I'm going to take a look around, and Genny just leaves. For some reason, this guy is rubbing Genny the wrong way. So you guys can question him.
So, what my friend meant to say was, and Xo'bere's going to kind of dig around. He's going to pull out 6 gold pieces, put them on the counter. He's like, we're looking for a little information. And we know a gentleman such as yourself, probably sees a lot of things, meets a lot of people, and we're just hoping that maybe you could help us out a little bit.
What kind of information?
Well, one, we're looking for a friend of ours who disappeared, and we've heard there's been some disappearances around here lately.
Who told you that?
It's just something that we've picked up along the way through, meeting various townfolk. I can't remember the person's name. We've talked to a few different people right now.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about all that.
But you do know something about it.
Didn't say I did.
But you did,
Perhaps someone at the tavern might know more information. And Diego will close Xo'bere's hand around the coins and look at the guy.
So do you want a room or not?
This man does not know how to take a hint.
Man.
Also, I mean, you're going to need a room anyway. Might as well.
You know what? We will take a room. We need a new place to set up.
Very well. How many do you need? We have 3 available.
Should we go with 2 rooms, 2 and 2?
That'll work.
That'll work.
Yeah. We'll go with the 2 rooms here.
Where's Kabal going to sleep when he gets here?
We'll figure that out when he gets here.
All right. Follow me. I'll show you to the room.
While they're being showed the room, Genny is outside, and she is with Pablo, and she is coercing him to try and pick up a scent, pick up anything, and she is walking all around the building, all around that looks like a gazebo in the middle.
At D1.
At D1.
That is a statue.
Just all around there, just trying to find the slightest waft of Kabal.
Okay. And since you are there, I'll tell you what the statue looks like. It is a bronze statue that stands upon a plinth at the center of the square, depicting a sea captain wearing a rain slicker, standing at a ship's wheel and staring steely-eyed at a coming storm. The plaque
The Gordon's fisherman.
Yeah. The plaque in front of it reads, Cassius Undiomede, First Lord of Illmarsh.
I start pushing just trying to find a hidden button. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens.
Pushing all the letters. Nothing happened. Back at the inn, the innkeeper takes you upstairs, shows you the rooms, points them. That one's occupied. That one's occupied. Haven't seen that guy in a week, but it's occupied. Yours are these 2 down here.
So the people that you haven't seen, the guy you haven't seen in a week, could you maybe describe him for me?
Well, give me a diplomacy check.
Ooh, 20. Not natural.
Some guy came wearing dark clothing, said he's some sort of tradesman. He keeps to himself, stays in his room. That's all I know. Look, you guys ask a lot of weird questions. Why is that?
Like, what are you reading?
Well, we came into town actually looking for somebody. And our friend disappeared. And then we hear tales of other people disappearing, so we were...
Trying to see if there's a correlation.
Yeah, trying to see if there's a correlation, see if we can find our friend, see if, you seem like you care about this town. You obviously have a business here. Seeing if maybe we could, help out with this town, see if there's something going on.
Maybe your friend just got tired of all your questions and he just left you on his own.
And that's a real, that could be a possibility, but that doesn't really sound like him.
Look, if people leave, they leave. It is what it is. Now, do you have any more of these annoying questions, or can I get back to work?
You can go ahead and get back to work. Well, thank you for showing us to our rooms.
My pleasure. Have a nice stay.
Thank you.
And he grumpily heads back downstairs.
So Xo'bere is going to knock on the door of the person that he hadn't seen in a week.
There's no answer.
He kind of looks at Diego and is like, should we?
Yeah, let's open the door.
All right. So Xo'bere's going to pick the lock.
Okay.
That's a 39.
You're able to unlock the door.
I think you took it off its hinges.
As you open the door and look inside this room, you can tell that the bed in here has not been slept in some time.
Dust.
There also, for him being a tradesman, as the guy says, or someone who deals in imports and exports, there is a suspicious lack of materials in this room.
Oh. So I'm going to close the door behind me and lock it. Behind Diego and myself, and lock it. And then we can I want to carefully search around. I don't want to disrupt anything. I don't want to, but just see if we could, is there like a chest we can go through, drawers we can go through, stuff like that?
Yeah, there's drawers and probably a closet or whatever in there to kind of go through. Xo'bere and Diego were searching that room.
Yes.
And Genny and Pablo were out in the town square.
No, not just the town square. I mean, we're like
Looking
around the
the-
building, sniffing, the foundation, trying to find Kabal.
Poking
That was a perception roll.
Poking letters, yeah.
poking letters, yeah.
Trying to push it, like Legend of Zelda, seeing if it moves, and the staircase is there.
Push it real good.
Open.
So as you're searching around this this statue, give me a perception check, Genny.
19.
19. So as you're looking around, something catches your eye from the town hall. It looks like a authority figure type gentleman who looks very much like a sheriff, and two deputies are heading out of the town hall on a mission, heading toward the inn.
I'm looking at them walk towards the inn. Are they all business? Are they chatting with each other? Is there a sense of urgency?
They are all business. definitely a sense of urgency. They're heading directly to the inn.
I whispered into Pablo's. Do Triceratops have ears? Into his ear hole. And he actually blocks their path, makes it look unintentional, like he's looking for food, but blocks their path, and then starts to try and engage and play with them. It's play. And then I go up and say, Pablo, calm down. They're working. I'm so sorry. He got in your way. I hope it wasn't anything important.
You're actually one of the ones we were looking for.
Me? Why? What did I win?
It has been brought to our attention that we have some outsiders here in town causing some problems.
Problems? We just got here and we went to the gift shop and we went and we saw Marcia. She was in the water. It was really cute. But we haven't caused any problems.
Where are your friends?
They're in the inn. They're getting a room. Why?
I need to see them.
Well, they're in the inn. Let's go. How long have you been sheriff?
Several years, but that's not important.
No, it's not. I mean, it is important. You protect this whole town.
Your friends?
They're in the inn. Let's go. Pablo, move. So, is that a... I'm looking at his holster trying to just... What does he carry? Does he carry one of those up-and-coming guns? Does he have a sword?
He would definitely have a sword.
That's a nice sword.
Don't think he has.
What is it?
Gun.
Is that a broadsword?
It's a long sword.
Oh. I have a short sword. But I don't know how to use it real well. And then she looks at the deputies and say, he's a strong silent type, right?
And they just kind of look at
And that is a diplomacy check.
Okay.
I want to see if I'm charming. Yeah, I am not charming.
They just kind of stare at you. So
16? Is that even a little bit charming?
it's just not quite high enough to kind of...
I'm not trying to tempt them. I'm trying to get them to let their guard down.
They're currently at the unfriendly demeanor, and you have to get them to at least indifferent. It's not quite enough to get them to indifferent.
Gotcha. How long have you guys been deputies?
They look at each other and then look back at you and shrug.
You don't know? Do you need help telling time? I
No
could teach you.
No answer. Look, we really need to...
No, while
see
we're
your
doing
friends.
all of this, we're walking towards the inn. So I'm pretty sure that we just open the door.
Okay. You said they were here. I don't see them inside.
Hey, Bookworm, where are my friends at?
I took them upstairs.
Where's our room? I'm sure they paid for one. Where's our room?
Upstairs.
Great. I'll knock on all the doors.
Also, you might want to tell your friends that next time they try to break into a room, they should be a little bit more quiet about it.
They tried to break into a room? Which room?
A room of one of my other guests.
Oh, what?
Well,
I'm all quiet.
First of
I'm like
all,
the
they're
wind.
all your guests. So I don't know what you mean. Which room? Which one did they break into?
Room number 3. You can find them upstairs. They're probably
Thank
still
you.
in there.
And then where's my room? I've got to freshen up.
Room 6.
Thank you. Híjole, cabroncito. And then I walk up the stairs. And I'm just gonna call Xo'bere. Diego, we got friends. Where are you guys?
All right. So do we? Okay. So we hear him calling. Have we spotted anything in the room? Because we had obviously a little bit of time to ourselves then, but not much.
You had a little bit of time. The primary thing that you've noticed is there's very little. There's like no like bags of clothes, or there's nothing in the dresser or the closet. Doesn't look like anyone slept here in a while.
Okay. So we're gonna pop on out of the room, and what do you think, Diego? We just pop out and own up to it.
Oh, sorry. We'll walk downstairs and see if we can play it off.
Yeah, we can try that. See if we can catch him in like a passing situation.
Yeah. We'll stop and grab Plug along the way. Plug, come with us.
Oh, I didn't even think he was with us. That's a good question.
Plug was getting ice at the ice machine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll come back downstairs.
Yeah.
Sure.
As you make your way back downstairs, you see the innkeep, and now you also see the sheriff and 2 deputies down here as well. They look like they're waiting for you.
Diego will do his wonderful walk into the room, down the staircase. Gracefully.
Hello. My name is Sheriff Rill Anders. And I understand that you guys have been causing some issues since you've been in town.
See, he said that outside, but we haven't done nothing. The only person that we have talked to is the gift shop lady, where I got the spoon, and she holds up a spoon that says Illmarsh, and it has a little silhouette of Marcia on there.
And we've also talked to a couple of townsfolk, and this gentleman right here. He cuts a look over. He was quite informative for us as well.
I see. Well, from what I've heard from Mr. Dreely here and from a few people within the town, you've been asking a lot of interesting questions. And I also understand that you've been doing a little breaking and entering.
Well,
what do you mean?
let's hold on. Let's back that up. We were asking some interesting questions. The most interesting question that I have is, what happened to my friend, and why does it look like he was dragged away? Can you help me with that?
We can get to that in a moment. What I need to know
Okay,
now...
because missing people is not a big deal here because of the neighbors, right?
If you want to keep asking improper questions and running your mouth, I can put you in jail for the night. Do you want that?
Do you want that? Nope, she doesn't say that.
Sounds kinky.
He brings his own handcuffs.
I just want to find my friend. That's all I want. I want to find my friend, and I want to find, and she looks like past his soul, and I want to find anybody who is working for the Whispering Way.
Well, before we do,
because I want to join them.
I don't know this Whispering Way you speak of, but before anything is discussed, the mayor would like to have a word with you. Immediately.
Then yeah, let us talk with the mayor.
Sure, we'll talk.
I feel like we were probably going to seek him out anyway, so this is all right.
Very convenient. Breaking into people's rooms gets you right to the mayor.
Hey, seems odd. We'll go with it.
And I'd rather keep us focused not so much on the breaking and entering and more on the meeting the mayor.
So, shall we head to the mayor's office?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Come with me. He takes you back across the town square and to the town hall. The mayor's office is on the first floor of the town hall. He opens the door into the mayor's office, ushers you in, grumbles some nasty slur about being outsiders under his breath, and then closes the door, and he stays outside. Inside the mayor's office, you see a scrawny man with kind of like oily skin and red splotched cheeks. He's dressed formally, but it's kind of like hand-me-down formal. It's got a couple of holes and stuff in it, but still looks nice overall.
He looks like a public defender.
Yeah, kind of. Coat, top hat, all of that stuff. He sees you, and he doesn't really grin as brightly as the gift shop lady did, but he does gently smile and say, "Hello, I am Mayor Greedle, Mayor Early Greedle. It is a pleasure to meet you. Welcome to Illmarsh."
Thank you, Mayor, for such... You know what? You're the second person to be so warm and welcoming. And out of all of the people that we've met, all of them, every single one of them, you and the gift shop lady have been so sweet.
Well, I'm sorry that the town folk here have not been showing you any hospitality. They don't see a lot of people from out of town. They're not very well socialized.
Well, I would like to apologize on behalf of my crew because we're coming at this missing somebody. We had another person with us. We had a fifth person who, by what it looks like, they were taken. They were kidnapped. So, pardon us for being suspicious.
I can understand being suspicious, especially losing a friend. I am sorry to not losing, misplacing a friend, we should say. Sorry to hear that. Now I'm certain that you probably have a lot of questions and haven't received very many answers. So, what can I answer for you?
What's with all the missing people?
Now, when you say missing people, do you mean the fostering?
I'm talking about the children that are being taken.
Ah, yes, the fostering. Where did you hear about this? Never mind, it doesn't matter. The fostering is nothing, really. It's just an old tradition here in Illmarsh. I don't know where the word comes from, but it's what we call it when one of Illmarsh's fine daughters goes off to marry one of the neighbors down the bay.
And how old are they when they go off down the bay?
They are of age to marry within the neighbor's customs.
What would that be?
It is a great honor to be chosen.
You know, as a lady myself, it is such a great honor to get chosen. Like, you know, a thing. Such a great honor. Do they just go and never come back, or can we talk to anybody that has been chosen?
So, a little information on the neighbors. They're from a little settlement out in the wilds down the bay. The town is, settlement is so small it doesn't even have a name. I've never been there myself, and I don't know many people personally who have, but the neighbors are good people. The folks around here sort of consider them a kind of good luck charm for the town. I suppose there are some trails that lead to the village or what have you, but they mostly just come to town every once in a while when they have business to attend to. And
So dowry
they
is,
choose a
is
bride?
are dowries a big business here?
they help provide for the town. They ensure that the harvest of fish stays plentiful for the town.
And how many of these girls, come back to live or even visit?
Well, some stay within the tribe to help raise the children of the tribe. Some come back. Most, though, do choose to stay. They choose on their own to stay with the neighbors. It is primarily the firstborn women within the family that are the chosen ones to marry. Some of the sons are sent to the neighbors to help with any of the manual labor that they may need.
Are they the firstborns too?
Not necessarily the firstborn. It is for the men. Sometimes it's firstborn. Sometimes it's multiple children within a family.
And they're fairly compensated?
They seem to be happy, so it's whatever they are compensated within the neighbors' society.
Do you have any of the people who've gone to visit or live there, that were married off, back maybe visiting right now?
I do not believe that they are back now. It has been some time since any of the neighbors have come to visit.
How far are your neighbors?
Oh, it's just down the bay. It's not that far. Now, one reason potentially for the townsfolk's nasty attitudes is we've had a ton of bad luck lately. Fishing boats haven't been coming in full for the last few weeks, and folks are starting to get very nervous. I wouldn't say it's at crisis level yet, but I do expect that folks will look anywhere to blame something. They may be blaming the outsiders, or you, for being here, as part of why they're not receiving the same amount of fish as they normally would. Now, the vizier of the order, he says that there's nothing to worry about. The lake has always provided for us, and it always will, provided we respect it and keep the old ways of the neighbors. That things will turn around, as they always do. And he starts kind of twiddling his thumbs after saying that.
So the neighbors bless the lake for a bountiful harvest? Is that what you guys believe?
They grant us the luck to keep the harvest going.
And this might sound insensitive or just ill-mannered, but who are the neighbors? Like, are they human, orc, elf?
I honestly am not sure what they would be called there. We just call them the neighbors. They're not quite human. They're somewhat aquatic, but they live on land as well.
Does that ring a bell for any of us?
Sounds amphibian, but
Is it a check that you can roll?
knowledge, nature, arcana, maybe
Local?
Second.
local.
Fly. It's fly.
McFly.
It's the McFly.
I will say that it's not quite, based on his description, it's not quite enough to go on to give you enough of a check.
Okay.
Where do these neighbors come from?
Have
they always been there?
They've been there as long as Illmarsh has been a town. Before that, I don't know.
Well, I think we both have to come to an understanding. We have to understand that you guys are not overly friendly to outsiders because sometimes they bring their baggage with them, right?
Yes, that's probably true.
You all have to understand that we're looking for somebody who we care about. So I know that it can come off short or mean or just bratty, but we're trying to find our friend and bring him back safe.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So, Mayor, why did you bring us here? I know we were asking some questions, and we've got you a little riled up. So, is there something that you're scared to ask for from us? Or...
I'm afraid of the repercussions of what Okay. I'm going to come clean with you. Something
By all means.
Something is going on in this town, and I cannot sit by any longer and watch it slowly die. You've probably heard of the recondite Order of the Indomitable Sea. It is
Yes.
It's our local temple, and most of the townsfolk are loyal churchgoers. It is no secret that the Order pretty much runs this town. I mean, sure, I'm duly appointed the mayor, but it is the vizier who pulls the strings. And I think he, or someone else within the Order, may be behind these more recent disappearances. I don't have any proof. Only suspicions. But I can tell you that temple is not all that it seems to be. And like I said, practically everyone in town is a loyal follower of Father Volitario, including the sheriff. So there's no one else I can turn to. There's no one I can trust. I need your help. Normally, you would be suspects as strangers in town, but I've had you watched since you arrived. Don't look at me like that. You can never be too careful with strange folks. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you're not involved with any of the disappearances, especially since one of your own is missing as well. And in these troubled times, that is my only certainty that I have. You look like, well, it's somewhat professional sorts. You seem to know your way around the business end of a blade, and I need someone from the outside to look into this for me. Therefore, against my better judgment, I am willing to deputize you to solve these disappearances and bring whoever is responsible to justice.
Okay, but I have a question.
Yes.
Do we outrank the sheriff?
Or is this like a secret deputization? Because...
Ooh, super secret deputization.
Yeah.
Let's
Double
make
secret.
this a secret deputization. You answer to me, not the sheriff.
Does the sheriff answer to you?
He's supposed to, but I think he answers to the vizier.
That's what I thought too.
So, I am beseeching you, on behalf of the good people of Illmarsh, to go to the Order's Hall and take a look around. I'm sure you'll find the priests are hiding something there. If they are behind this, you will be removing a blight from this town and earning the gratitude of its humble citizens. I assure you, you will be well rewarded from the town's treasury. Fish isn't the only bounty we take from the sea. There have been enough shipwrecks and whatnot over the years that we've got some gold amassed, surely enough to gain your services for a short while. Plus, I know you've been poking around looking for someone, a rider from the north, I believe. Well, I may know a little more about him than I and others have been letting on. If you help me, I'll tell you everything I know.
Well,
Seems reasonable.
yeah, I don't see what other choice we have.
So we want to find
need
a
to
friend.
find-
So we are inclined to help you. But because the information comes with this asterisk, this if you help me, I'll help you kind of thing, you can understand how hard it is for us to trust you.
I understand. What can I do to gain your trust?
What can you give us to help in this investigation?
Where should we? You say to investigate, but if we just go in there knocking down doors, they're surely not to be very cooperative. What is our
No.
angle? What can we take to do this?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Do you have anything that would help us persuade them? Not in a violent way. Maybe in a magical way. Or in some other way. A divine way that would help us gain their trust.
Well, I'm not sure what I can give you to gain their trust. Other than, I can give you deputy badges. I mean, it's something.
I will take that.
Um,
It goes with my spoon collection. But
I feel like even with the deputy badges, the sheriff will come in and override us at any moment.
also, I mean no disrespect, Mayor. But I think that your sheriff and your deputy, they are already not on your side. I think you're right. They work for the vizier. I think everyone does. So anything that has your name on it doesn't carry the weight that you think that it does. Again, no disrespect.
what else can I give you to get you to help me?
We are already going to help you because it means helping our friend. You have allies in us. That's no dispute there. But what can you give us that will let us have this investigation and not come against the sheriff or the vizier or anybody else that can really get in our way?
Flug steps up and says, "We're looking to see if there's some way you can get our foot in the door here. Do you know anybody there?"
I do know the vizier. I know the other vicars that are there as well, but it is a church, so the doors are always open. So getting in shouldn't be a problem. I cannot guarantee that you will not face the ire of the sheriff or any of those mal-aligned.
And is the sheriff a good man?
Does he have weaknesses? Does he have triggers?
I personally feel the sheriff has just fallen in with the wrong people. I don't believe that the temple follows Gozra as they let on. But I don't know who they follow.
So the symbol out front that includes Gozra, what does the rest of that mean?
I'm unaware. It's something to do with the sea, but I don't know. I don't know what. I believe they use the Temple of Gozera as a front to hide their more... I would go as far as saying evil dealings.
They're tithing laundering.
That's it.
So what's the layout of this temple? Is there a lot underground? Is it all one level? What does it look like?
It is all one level. It starts as a portico at the front and then goes back to the chapel toward the back. It's not a large place by any means, so it shouldn't take much to do a quick sweep of the place.
Well, perhaps we should go visit there then.
Yeah, I think we might be able to sneak around and take a look.
Yes. One question before you go: do any of you use a tower shield?
No, I do not.
No, none of us are proficient in that.
It's too bad. We have a +1 tower shield that I would be willing to part with, but well.
Blue could probably use it.
Make it a buckler and you got a deal.
Just break off a piece of it and use it as a buckler.
It's not much of a shield if you can break it.
True.
So, you will help me?
Yes.
Thank you, my friends, my deputies. If you succeed...
Super secret deputies.
Yes, my super secret deputies. I will keep all of this under wraps, so...
Diego, undercover kitty.
But we do need a little something from you just in case the sheriff comes in. And we need to prove that we were sent there. It may just buy us time, but it'd be nice to have a little something, some little insurance.
Understood. What if I tell the sheriff that I'm sending you there to be acclimated into the ways of the Recondite Order?
That'll work.
Yeah,
We don't have to get any crazy tattoos or anything, right?
No. Just giving him a reason to let you go and not try to stop you on your way out.
So do we have to work with the sheriff and the deputies, or can we just work independently? Because they gave me the vibe that they were not having any of us.
I would say work independently. If you want to investigate the sheriff, I can understand trying to work with him there, but for the most part, I would say stick to independent.
all right, that should work. I think that'll give us a nice cover.
Excellent. Now, as for a reward for doing this for me, how does 5,000 gold pieces sound?
Excellent.
That's a good start, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just for me.
5,000 is about as high as I can go.
No, because of this town is a humble town. No, I understand.
Humble town and also large sums of money just randomly disappearing may arise some suspicion.
You're just paying your deputy, but okay, no, I get it. 5,000 plus expenses, it works. Okay. Should we just give you the receipts, or how do we cover those?
If you get receipts, just bring those to me, and we'll take care of this under wraps.
And then she hands you the bill from the inn. Here's the first one.
This was before you were in my service, so this does not count, unfortunately.
Well, that's terrible because we got things to do. Come on, guys. Let's go. We got a friend to find.
Send in the sheriff on your way out, please.
Okay, we'll send him in. We'll send him in real good.
All right. So do y'all head to the temple?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the you guys have made it in. You've made it to the portico. So here you see a an open portico that faces the dark waters of Lake Incarthen. There's a stone statue of a mermaid with long, flowing green hair holding a trident and a conch shell that stands in the middle of the portico. And she is also looking out toward the sea. And then there's an open archway to the east that leads further inside.
This looks vast enough that I'll go ahead and start riding my dinosaur.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we could just start walking in. And
Yeah. And I'm still encouraging him, if you smell any sulfur taint at all, please let us know.
So you head.
Taint here, taint here.
So you continue forward and heading through the archway.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
All right.
But before we do that, can I do a check on the mermaid statue?
Sure. Be knowledge religion.
$18.
This is it's an obscure depiction of Gozra in the goddess form.
And again, there's no moving parts to it. If I try and take the conch from her hand, it doesn't open the floor or anything.
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's move into the second room.
All right, moving through the archway into the next room. This room is a vestibule. It has 2 leaded stained glass windows to the north and south, displaying images of the same mermaid depicted by the statue outside. There are also 2 doors and an open archway that lead to the east. Here you also see, along both of the north and south walls by the windows, you see 11 pairs of shoes currently sitting neatly lined up against the walls.
To the windows, to the walls?
To the walls.
Yes.
Do any of them look like Kabal shoes?
No.
So at this point, I'd be feeling a little awkward and saying, "Should I take my shoes? Should I take my shoes off too?"
Diego has no problem taking his shoes off. He also
Diego
fights very well
doesn't
with
have
his-
shoes.
I say, does he wear shoes?
No, he does not.
He's just beans out all the time.
So Diego will continue on.
Continuing on. So you go through the archway
Oops.
or through one of the doors?
Archway.
Archway? Okay.
Yes.
Here you enter the Bethel. Here you see warped wooden pews standing within the central meeting hall, decorated with a decidedly nautical theme. There is a wooden statue of the same mermaid depicted elsewhere in the temple, but this one stands holding a strange octopod creature in one hand instead of the conch shell. You also notice in here 4 cultists standing around this statue, meditating. And in front of the statue, you see a body. And we'll see you next time.
Whose body?
Oh, was it familiar? Whose body is it?
Right?
Look at that body.